First of all, who is Bobst? Bobst is the largest manufacturer of printing and converting machines for the packaging industry. So Bobst is number one in the carton industry, corrugated, in the gravure industry, lamination industry, and starts now in the label industry. Now today you are going to see a lot of technologies that you have never seen before in the flexible packaging industry. So please try to stay concentrated, because some of the things that you will see today, you will never see, you have never seen in our industry. Let's start with the most, how can I say, typical product of our company, which is called the digital flexo. As you know, to print in flexo, normally you have to do the pressures by hand, or the register by hand. In some machines you have a photocell which looks at the register and makes the register. Now what we have done, and you can see on every print unit, you see that white square, this is not a photocell, that is a camera. The same camera that you are having in your mobile phone, more professional with higher definition. This is looking exactly at what you are printing. And this means that the camera substitutes the eyes and the fingers of the operator, making, did you see that the camera went on the other side? Making the adjustment of the printing pressure and of the register totally automated. You will never see the operator touch the machine anymore. We enter a new digital era for flexo. This is called digital flexo, digitizing the entire flexo process. So let's see, we go up in speed. This is called M6. It's a press which can run every substrate which is possible to run on a web. So you can do any kind of polypropylene, any kind of aluminum, any kind of laminated tube, any kind of substrate which can come from a roll. And let's see the register. Now we are printing 7 colors on top of each other, and this is the register. This is the register you can achieve with 7 colors on top of each other on polypropylene. Okay? 7 colors on top of each other. This register function is a crucial function. Don't underestimate register, because later on I will explain you why register is fundamental for this new generation of presses. Okay? Now, let's start to see a sort of miracle. Now we reduce the speed of the press, and let's see what happens. This is a new revolution in our industry called the P-flower. Without stopping the press, imagine that you have a new job. So job number 1 goes out, job number 2 comes in. Come, speed, fast, veloce. Look at fast, how fast. This is the old job, and the new job is coming in. Completely automated. The camera looks at what you are printing, recognizes the first job, recognizes the second job, and you're done. A total, complete, automated job changeover without operator in 1 minute. Okay? This is called V-flower. Of course, V-flower is not possible if you don't have a camera which is immediately recognizing the new job, making the printing pressure, making the register, then everything is set. You see the camera? Now the camera is looking at the new job. Okay? The camera, after a certain period, it will go to the other side to control the pressure also on the other side. You control the register on both sides, and then you can go. Then again, we go into production, and in the meantime, what happens? The operator starts production. So imagine that you have done the job, you start production, you go to the speed you want, go into production, okay? In the meantime, while the machine is running, the operator is able to prepare the new job. So we have printed job number 1, then we went to job number 2, let's see, okay? And now we are preparing for job number 3. So imagine in flexible packaging, what happens? You can have a storage of the jobs, so every hour you can imagine how many jobs you are able to print. In the meantime, the job is totally controlled by the digital flex operation. So you don't need to look at the pressure, because if ever something changes in the pressure, the system automatically changes and self-adapts. So it's a digital eye. So you don't need the operator in this phase. The operator is needed to prepare the job, but it's not needed to control the job, because the press is holding the register, making the pressure, everything is a complete new world where the operator is more important for the productivity of the press. The quality, the 95% of the quality is given by the press. Okay? Did you see that in the meantime the cameras were moving and looking for the register and looking for the pressure? So it's a totally independently automated press to produce any kind of flexible packaging. Now, imagine that you need, facciamo il cambio di ruolo. Now we make, so let's see it again. Now we have done the job. Now you have seen, before we had job number 1, now we went to job number 2, and now we are ready to go now to job number 3. Again, the same story. È veloce, deve andare veloce, just to be fast. Job number 2 going out. Job number 3 comes in. Complete, totally automated. That was the job there. Look how many colors we are printing. I think we have 9 Pantones, 10 Pantones on this job. How many Pantones on this job? I don't know, 9, 10. Okay. And then you go to a totally different job with other Pantones. We don't change ink, we don't change animals. We go from flat to screen, totally different number of Pantones. We can have a different variants of the same job. How do we do that? This is due to the Revo revolution of digital flexo. Digital flexo revolution, Revo, is a group of companies which includes Bobst, Esco, ABT, DuPont, Adair, which is a printer, a converter in UK, Rafata, Apex, and the last one, and Flint. So the biggest players in our industry have decided to work together to have the 7 color separations, the extended color gamut, be an effective reality. It's an off-the-shelf product. And for the first time in our industry, on that corner, we are going to produce in 1 hour the plates that we are going to print on this machine. So live, you will see that we are going to print jobs every day, printed and with the plates manufactured every day in the plates. Because the new frontier of digital flexo is to have the plates made in an hour and no change in the inks, no change in the analogs, always the same inks, ready to go. Are we ready to go up in speed? Possiamo cambiare questa velocità? Now we want to change the job. Andiamo là. Vai. No, qui ti piace tutto. Perché qua non ti piace. No, è bello, vieni qua. Fallo da qua. Now, of course, in a flexible packaging, you have to be able to change the role. So, we have changed the role. And now we can go up to speed. So what we have seen, so we have already changed 3 jobs in the space of 10 minutes. In 10 minutes we have completely changed 3 jobs, main production went up to speed, 3 jobs in 10 minutes. Imagine how revolutionary this is for the industry. And this is possible because of the 7-color separation. If you have 7-color separation, the Revo technology, you are able to do all your jobs and to completely change your job structure to be able to print whatever you want without waiting for the inks, without stopping the press. This is a fully non-stop operation. You can do the quality you want, the number of pantons you want. You have a total digital setup. Okay? Now, people in the flexible packaging think, yes, but this is a problem because this is a UV flexo press. Now, UV flexo inks now do not have any more migration, but of course the people in the flexible packaging and the customer says, yes, but how do I know that my inks are perfectly cured, right? So on this machine, you can see here that we are monitoring on every single unit, every single meter of curing dose. What does this mean? That we have 2 sensors on the one side and on the other side of each lamp to be sure that on every print unit you are having the perfect dose of UV curing. So the revolution is not only that we have a very fast job changeover and top flexibility. The revolution is that we are giving a safety to the final end user which is much higher than in the flexible packaging industry using solvent-based inks. Because on solvent-based inks, you stop the press, make a sample and go. In this case, we can give a safety guarantee on every single meter of printing. So it's another revolution, an additional revolution, not only in the job changeover, not only in the print quality, which is much higher than in the standard flex because it is UV flex, but also, and in the flexibility to be able to print all the pantons, but also the safety for the final end user. The question is, can I do myself 7-color separation? Yes, you can do it at home or working with your service. And all those machines that you can see on that corner, we will have in our factory, and we can make the Revo Academy. What does this mean? That everybody who needs to be educated on 7-color separation can come in our factory, stay in our factory for 1 week or 2 weeks, depending on the level of the prepress guy, and make a full training on the 7 colors. So this machine comes with a turnkey solution, not only the machine, but also all the instructions to be able to, from day 1, to start with 7-color separation. Thank you very much.